Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to learn to answer reverse percentage questions. We've got 3 success criteria, and the first one is to find 100% when given a percentage of a number. So 20% of a number is 14. So what is the number? Well, if we know 20% is 14, we need to think about what we can do to 20% to make 100%, because 100% is the number that we want to find. So we can times 20 by 5 to make 100. So we do the same thing to 14. So 100% is 70. So the original number was 70. For this question, 25% of a number is 9. So what is the number? Well, if we know 25% is 9, think about what you do to 25 to make 100. Well, we times it by 4. So we do the same thing to 9. So the original number was 36. This time we're given 75% of a number is 60. So what's the number? This time there's nothing I can times 75 by to make 100 straight away. So what I need to do is work backwards first. So if I divide it by 3, that'll give me 25%. So 25% is 20, and then I know how to go from 25% to 100%. I can times by 4. So I do the same thing to 20. So 100% of the number is 80. Here's some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. So there's your green answers, there's your amber answers, and there's your red answers. And now we've completed success criteria 1. So now we're going to move on to number 2, and this is to answer reverse percentage problems. There are many different types of percentage questions, and it's important to be able to identify the different types from the wording of the question. If we have a look at these 2 questions, both these questions seem to be asking the same thing, so we underline the key words to help us decide what we're being asked to do. So if we underline the keywords, you can see the first question, you're told there is 20% off sale in a clothing shop. The bag was £60, so how much does the bag cost now? Whereas the second question is asking there is a 20% off sale in the clothing shop. The bag I want is now £60, so that's after 20% has been taken off. What was the original cost of my bag? So if we have a look at that question, there is a 20% off sale in a clothing shop. The bag I want is now £60. What was the original cost of my bag? Well, if we think about what percentage that £60 is, so we start with 100% and we've taken 20% off. That means we're now left with 80%. So that 80% is the £60. So we want what was the original cost of the bag. So we want to work out 100%. So if we work out 1% by dividing by 80, and then times that by 100 to work out 100%. That means the original cost of the bag was £75. This question says a car has increased in price in the last year by 16%. It now costs £1,500. How much did it cost last year? So this time the price of the car is increased by 16%. So if we add 16% onto 100, we've got 116%. So 116% is what the car costs now. So that's £1,500. We want to find out how much the car cost originally, so that's working out 100%. To do that, if we work out 1% by dividing by 116, and then times 1% by 100. So originally the car costs £1,293.10. In this question, a coat is in a 30% off sale. It has £12.50 off. So how much was the coat originally? This time, think about what the question's asking you and what it's telling you. We're told there's a 30% off sale, so that there's £12.50 off. So that 30% is the £12.50. So we need to work out what the coat was originally, so that's working out 100%. So if we work out 1% by dividing by 30, and then times by 100 to work out 100%. So originally the coat cost £41.67. Here's a question for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to see what you should have done, press play. So let's go through this question. A TV depreciates in value by 18% per year. That means it loses 18% of its value per year. After the first year, the TV costs £520. How much did the TV cost to begin with? So we start with 100% and we lose 18%. So that means we've now got 82%. So 82% is the £520. So we need to work out 100%. So we work out 1% by dividing by 82, and then times that by 100 to work out 100%. So the TV costs £634.15. Here's some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. There's your green answers. And there's your amber answers. Now we've completed success criteria 2. So now we're going to move on to number 3, and this is to answer repeated reverse percentage problems. So this example says, a car is bought in the year 2000. By 2008 it is reduced in value by 21%. It loses 34% of its value between 2008 and 2020. By 2020 it costs £12,585. So how much did it cost to buy in the year 2000? So for a question like this, we've got to work backwards, starting in 2020, and it lost 34% of its value between 2008 and 2020. So we work out how much it cost in 2008. Well, in the year 2020, it cost £12,585, so that's 66%. So if we work out 1%, and then times by 100 to work out 100%, we can see in 2008, the car cost £19,080.68. So now we work out the cost in the year 2000. So in 2008 it lost 21% of its value, so that's 79%. So if we work out 100%, that'll be its value in the year 2000. So we divide by 79 to work out 1%, and then we times by 100 to work out 100%. So in the year 2000, the car was valued at £24,136.94. Here's 2 questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to see what you should have done, press play. Here are your answers. So for the green question, a chef began work at a restaurant in April. In May, he received a 6% increase in his monthly salary. In June, he received a further 8% increase in his monthly salary. He was paid £1,431 in June for his work that month. So what was his salary in April? So if we start with how much he was paid in June, and he got an 8% increase in June. So we know 108% is £1,431. So 100% would be £1,325. So that was his salary in May. So his salary in April, well, we know in May he got a 6% increase, so that's 106%. So if we divide by 106 to work out 1%, and then times by 100 to work out 100%, his salary in April was £1,250. For the red question, in 2000, the population of a town was 5,400. 28% of the population of the town owns a mobile phone. In 2015, the number of people in the town owning a mobile phone had increased by 150%. This represented 72% of the population. So has the population of the town increased or decreased between the year 2000 and 2015, and by how much? So we break the question down into bite-sized chunks. So first of all, we need to work out 20% of the population of the town in the year 2000. So the 1,512 people who owned a mobile phone in the year 2000. In 2015, this had increased by 150%. So we need to work out 250% of 1,512, which is 3,780. We're told this represented 72% of the population. So 72% is 3,780. So we need to work out 100% of the population. So we divide by 72 and then times by 100. So the population in the year 2015 is 5,250. The population in the year 2000 was 5,400. So it's decreased by 150 people. Now we've completed success criteria 3. So now that we've completed the last objective, it's time to end the video. Hope you enjoyed it and I hope you found it useful. Make sure to like and subscribe and be sure to check out the videos on the rest of the channel. I'll see you next time. See ya.